So who is Jesus to me? That's a great question. And I like to respond in this way. Following the death of my father in the autumn last year, there was one thing I wanted from the family home. And it was this plaque. Let us fix our eyes upon Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith.
When I was younger, I pictured Jesus as someone who was perfect and did everything right. But as I've grown up and developed a deeper understanding of who I feel that Jesus is, I think that Jesus was really radical and said and did some things that people just didn't understand and were really offended by at times, because he was standing up for things that went against the grain of the cultural norms of that day.
I think I've moved into a place where Jesus was this brave criminal almost, where he just knew what the rules were and followed the important ones that he felt were divinely led, but looked at the other ones and said, well, hang on a minute, this is not right, so let's do something about it, and broke laws and changed things and suffered the consequences for that. I guess for me, I've moved from this place of this godlike creature to a human being who was standing up for what he believed.
He was supposedly perfect and sacrificed so much for all of us, but then I realized that he had his times of turmoil and conflict within himself, and that makes it easier for me to accept the turmoil that I have to face and get through in my life. I see Jesus as both a comfort and a challenge. In a comforting sense, he's helping me along on my journey, and at the same time challenging me to go further as a person and become who I'm supposed to be.
Para mí es bastante importante el compartir, el testificar de ese Cristo, de esa persona, de lo que hace, de lo que puede, de lo que tiene para otros. No quiero ser egoísta y quedarme solo yo con esto, sino que compartirlo con los demás. Entonces, para mí eso significa invitar a otros a Cristo. Yo creo que esta es quizá no tenemos que verlo tanto como una responsabilidad, sino que el deseo, cuando tú y yo tenemos algo que disfrutamos, algo que nos ha traído un beneficio en nuestra vida, queremos compartirlo con otros.